passing the torch. That night, I sat in my armchair long after everyone left. The house felt different, warmer somehow, like someone had turned up the thermostat on my heart. I held that crumpled paper and read it again, slowly, letting each sentence sink in like rain into dry soil. My grandson's words were simple, the kind of simple that comes before life gets complicated, before life turned into bills, deadlines, and whatever that thing called adulthood is. He wrote about kindness the way it should be, not kindness for recognition or applause, just kindness because someone needs help and you've got two hands that still work. Kindness is when you listen, even if you've heard the story before. How many times had I cut someone off mid-sentence, thinking I knew where they were going? How many times had I been too busy to really listen? It's when you share your fries, even though you wanted them all to yourself. Small sacrifices, the little things that cost us almost nothing but mean everything to someone else. I started thinking about when I was younger, back when rotary phones were high-tech. Back in my day, neighbors didn't just wave, they'd show up at your door with pie. Apple, cherry, sometimes questionable casseroles that looked like science experiments. If someone got sick, you'd find food on their doorstep by evening, still warm. People waved at strangers on country roads just because it felt good. Because we were all in this together, somewhere along the way, life got faster. Somewhere along the way, we started looking at screens instead of people. Started rushing past each other like we were all late for something. But sitting there in the quiet, it hit me. Kindness never left. It's just been waiting for us to call it up for coffee again. We forgot to invite it in. Before bed, I placed his essay on my nightstand, right next to my reading glasses and the crossword I'd been working on for 2 weeks. When I woke the next morning, sunlight landed right on those pages, making them almost glow. Maybe it was a sign, or maybe just morning light doing its thing. Either way, it felt special. Like the universe was highlighting something important. I decided right then to pass it forward. Time to walk the walk, as the kids say. First thing after breakfast, before I could talk myself out of it, I called an old buddy, Frank. We hadn't spoken in 2 years over some silly falling out about, honestly, I can't even remember what. Pride, probably. When he heard my voice, there was a long pause, then this quiet, surprised tone, like he was hearing a ghost. "Sam? That really you?" "Yeah, Frank. It's me. I'm sorry for whatever we fought about. I don't even remember anymore. And I miss you. I miss our Tuesday lunches." Another pause. Then he laughed, that old familiar laugh that sounded like home. "You know what? I don't remember either. Want to grab lunch next Tuesday?" My treat. We talked for over an hour about absolutely nothing, and somehow everything. Felt like patching up your favorite old shirt. Not perfect, but it fits just right again. Comfortable again. It's saying sorry, even if you were only a little wrong. My grandson was right. Sometimes pride isn't worth the friendship you lose. Later I drove to the bakery, the one on Main Street that's been there since 1952. Bought a dozen muffins, the big ones with blueberries the size of marbles. Stopped by the fire station and left them with a note saying thank you for keeping us safe. even when we don't say it enough. When the young firefighter asked what the occasion was, I smiled. My grandson reminded me what kindness looks like. Figured I'd better start practicing. He grinned, said his grandpa used to do the same thing, said it made their whole week, knowing someone out there was thinking of them. Turns out kindness spreads faster than gossip at the diner on Sunday morning. And trust me, that's saying something. That evening, after the sun went down and the crickets started their concert, I called my grandson before bedtime. "Hey, champ, your essay is already working. I did 3 kind things today because of you." He laughed, that bright sound only kids make, pure and unfiltered. 3. That's more than me, Grandpa. Don't worry, kiddo. I've had 70 years of practice. You'll catch up. So keep writing. The world needs more essays like yours, needs more people like you who see the magic in small things. There was a pause. Then he said something that broke my heart in the best way possible. "I want to be just like you when I grow up, Grandpa." I had to blink hard, wipe my eyes with the back of my hand. Well then, I better keep being someone worth copying, hadn't I? Can't let you down now. You never do, Grandpa. Never. You always listen, even when I talk too much. That's because everything you say is worth hearing, kiddo. Every single word. When I hung up, I let the truth settle over me like a warm blanket fresh from the dryer. Kindness isn't just something we teach our children. Sometimes when we're lucky enough to pay attention, they teach it right back to us. They remind us it's never too late to be gentle, to reach out, to make someone's day a little brighter. I'm an old man now, friends. These days I move slower than the DMV line, and believe me, that's saying a lot. My knees snap, crackle, and pop like a breakfast cereal commercial every time I stand up. But kindness, that's something I can still do. That's something any of us can do right up until our very last day. The real legacy we leave behind isn't in bank accounts or bowling trophies. It's not counted in square footage or job titles. It's measured in moments that matter. In small acts, done with big hearts. In gentle words at just the right time. In hands extended to help without being asked. In phone calls to old friends we let slip away. In muffins for strangers. In smiles given freely, expecting nothing back. It's sharing your fries even when you want them all to yourself. It's sitting next to the new kid. It's pretending the joke was funny. It's noticing when someone looks tired and carrying their burden without being asked. Before bed, I read my grandson's essay one more time by lamplight. I read it twice, once with my eyes, once with my heart. My eyes needed reading glasses, my heart didn't, and I made myself a promise. Every day I wake up and these old bones still move. I'm going to try to do at least one genuinely kind thing. Not for the spotlight, not for applause or to feel like a good person, but simply because a little boy with a crumpled piece of paper reminded me that kindness truly matters. Kindness spreads like wildfire. It doesn't cost a thing, but it sure means everything. And it's the very best thing we can pass on. Thank you for listening today, friends. I truly hope it touched your heart the way it touched mine. If you've got a minute, I'd love to hear your stories about kindness. Those are the ones that keep us all going. Leave a comment and tell me about a time someone showed you unexpected kindness, or when you passed it forward. Those stories matter more than most folks realize. They remind us we're all in this together, every single one of us. And if this story warmed your heart even a little bit, a like, a share, or a subscription really does help keep this little radio going. It's how we build our community, one kind listener at a time. Until next time, take it easy on yourselves and on each other. The world could use a little more of that. Goodbye for now, friends. Take care.